This is KCTV English News. I'm Nick Brontes. Beginning this year, all school meals and education through high school is completely free on the island. During a Wednesday press conference, representatives of the Provincial Education Office said student meals will be free for all students in kindergarten through high school. The office will also provide financial assistance for the treatment of 4 types of disease, as well as for after-school activities for students from large families. Students starting middle school this year will not have to pay the full price of their school uniforms. Textbooks will also be free for them. That benefit had been only available to students at vocational schools and those from the low-income bracket. Finally, the Education Office will execute its budget in order to support the purchase of graduation albums for students from low-income families. The Jeju employment rate has fallen. Statistics Korea says the local employment rate in December was 68.6%. That's a 2.1 percentage point year-on-year drop. The employment rate among men declined 1.7 points, while that for women fell 2.2 points. Employment expanded over the period in agriculture and fishing, electricity, transportation and telecommunications, wholesale and retail, and accommodations. Those gains couldn't, however, offset greater job losses in mining, construction, and small businesses. The provincial government is trying harder to promote Jeju as an off-season training location for athletic teams. A task force is being formed with representatives from the province, the island's 2 cities, sports councils, and tourism associations. The group will work on systematic support for the effort, from convincing teams to come to the island to helping them actually train here. Also, local authorities will make use of the Center for Sports Science that opened last month to provide the athletes who come to the island with psychological counseling, fitness evaluations, exercise prescriptions, and other services. About 93,000 athletes trained off-season in Jeju last year. Analysts estimate their economic effect at 180 billion won. The Jeju branch of the Bank of Korea has made loans available for local companies to help them get through the Lunar New Year holidays. The support is for small and mid-sized enterprises that are struggling to pay wages and buy raw materials. High-income businesses like law firms and medical clinics, as well as companies with high credit ratings, are excluded. The BOK is offering loans of up to 1 billion won per business. The application period is January 14th to February 1st. You can get burgers and coffee at Drivethroughs, and soon you will also be able to get official government documents without getting out of your car. Jeju City will open next month a drive-through facility along the west wall of the Public Service Center in Provincial Annex No. 5. Residents will be able to get 21 government documents at the drive-through, including originals and copies of resident registrations, as well as family relation certificates. The local government cut another 4 million won off its subsidy for electric vehicle purchases this year. As Mike Laidman now reports, that has led some people who had reserved an electric vehicle to rethink that decision.
The purchase subsidies for EVs have dropped to less than 14 million won this year. That's a 4 million won cut, and not helpful when the price of popular EVs like the Kona or Niro is over 50 million won. And with EV manufacturers failing to meet demand, potential customers are left waiting more than 6 months from their order date for their car to be delivered. Last year, subsidies for EVs sat at 18 million won. Those who ordered a vehicle last year expecting 18 million won's worth of aid but haven't yet taken delivery are upset with the cuts.
제가 살려고 했던 그 전기차 요금 3,500도 많다고 생각하고 있는데 그게 400이 만약에 더 오른다 그러면 다시 한번 생각을 해봐야 되겠다고 지금 생각이 듭니다.
Additionally, sufficient EV charging stations have failed to have been built on time. Free charging at public facilities and parking fee waivers are two more EV benefits that now find themselves on the chopping block. Truly, the benefits for EV owners are shrinking. The province says it will instead focus more on the qualitative growth of the needed infrastructure, like building more charging facilities instead of merely increasing the number of EVs. It added that a subsidy cut is unavoidable and is encouraging EV manufacturers to speed up deliveries.
지금까지 전기차를 보조금 지원 정책으로 많이 가 있고 보조금은 단계적으로 줄이되 어떤 문화 확산을 통해서 전기차 보급을 갖다 확산시킨다는 그런 정책으로 갈 겁니다.
There are about 15,000 electric vehicles running on the island's roads, accounting for 4% of total vehicle numbers. But with the benefits of buying and operating an EV slowly vanishing, Jeju's plan for an all-electric 2030 is looking more and more unachievable. Mike Lademan, KCTV.
Brighten up your nights at the Jeju Light Art Flash, which is running through March 15th. Pick fruit, ride horses, feed farm animals, and more at QAD Natural Park's Camellia Festival, which is running through the end of the month. There's a 60% chance of 5 to 10 millimeters of rain beginning later Friday. For the details, here's your forecast. The low in Jeju City will be 6 and the afternoon high 9 degrees. In Seogwipo, temperatures will fall between 7 and 11. The low in Seongsan will be 5 and the high later on 9 degrees. Similar temperatures are expected across the island in Gosan. And the morning low at higher elevations like Songpanak will be 0. The afternoon high 4 degrees. Taking a look at the marine forecast, winds will be out of the northeast and east at 7 to 11 meters per second, and seas will be relatively calm. And here's what's in store for us over the next few days. And that brings us to the end of today's newscast. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you'll tune in next time. Until then, don't forget to find us on YouTube by searching for KCTV E-News Jeju. 시청자 여러분, 고맙습니다.